Mr. Thomas, the head of the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Unit. I'm really happy to meet you. There are a lot of things to tell us. What's new? What's the new numbers? What's the new conditions?
Effective July 1 this year, the 5 governments of the Caribbean agreed to a minimum price point of $200,000.
Yeah.
In the case of Grenada, our starting investment amount is $235,000 for a family of up to 4 people for the National Transformation Fund, and the $270,000 plus $50,000 to government for the real estate.
What's the family structure that could be included in the application?
Okay, so in terms of dependents, included would be spouse, the children of the spouse, main applicant or spouse up to 30 years old, parents and grandparents of either main applicant or spouse, 55 years and older. For those 55 and younger, there's an additional $75,000 investment.
Yeah.
And siblings, unmarried siblings, can also be part of an application.
There is an interesting part about the law that in the future you can just add dependents, like future kids, future spouses to the dependents, which is something I think it's the Grenada is the only one that has this.
Yes, I was going to say it's unique in the Caribbean in that the other programs insist that you make an investment.
Yes, a substantial amount.
Even after becoming a citizen,
Yeah.
right? But in terms of Grenada, once you would have become a Grenadian, you get married, you have children, those additional family members are constitutionally Grenadian.
Yes. This is
And you can apply for them under the normal Citizenship Act, which is called CAP 54.
Do you see more real estate options coming to the island? How do you see the future for the real estate option in the island?
We just approved 2 projects actually in Grenada. One is a 75 rooms Hilton Tapestry Partnership Hotel, and that is coming to market, I believe, before the end of the year, but certainly early next year, right? But it's already been approved. There are a couple of conditions that they have to meet before they can go to the market, but they've been approved. And then we have also, after government bought the Koana Bay property from the previous developer, we've entered into a 99-year lease agreement with another developer.
Okay.
And we've approved that project to receive investments under the CBI program to complete the project.
Yeah, because there wasn't so many projects in the last few months, I think, because there was so much high demand on Grenada. It's a very special island, and I'm assuming that most of the people were preferring the donation as well as the real estate. So it was both options were very interesting.
Yeah, Six Senses sold out pretty quickly. Most of the Intercontinental sold out. The beach houses, the Silver Sands Beach House sold out. So we inventory in terms of real estate was limited.
Yeah.
But with these approvals, we will have more inventory coming to market.
I heard you yesterday. You were discussing for the first time almost about the business investment. Yeah. Which is, I think it's more than $1 million, right?
It's 1.5 million.
It's 1.5 million.
Yeah.
So
there's
why would I go for this?
Number. There's no investment amount mentioned in law. It's up to the minister with responsibility for CBI to determine the amount. And historically, they've settled at about $1.5 million. So that's why we say 1.5. What the advantage, you were starting to say why someone would do it. The advantage, I think, is it's not for everyone. It's for a business owner who is seeking to diversify their portfolio. Yeah. In terms of country location, right?
Yes.
Who is interested in siting a business on the doorstep of the United States.
Yeah.
All right. So they can either purchase an existing business or they can create their own business.
What type of businesses would you recommend and the country needs right now to get investors for?
Renewable energy, that would be a big hit. I think There's also an opportunity in the agribusiness space. Yeah, so agro processing, for example, and light manufacturing could make for an interesting investment. Will make for an interesting investment. And why I say manufacturing or light manufacturing is because through an initiative called the Caribbean Basin Initiative, a business that puts together the components that where the product is mostly put together in Grenada could have duty-free access to the United States.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
So that should be very interesting for some of the exporters.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Yeah.
And I know also that you have the E2 agreement with the United States as well?
Yes, we still have an E2 treaty with the US.
Yes.
It's the only country in the Caribbean with a
that
program
has it. Yeah.
that has it. Recently, the US issued a requirement for individuals to be domiciled for 3 years before they can apply for the E2, right?
Yeah.
I think there's been some confusion in the marketplace, not understanding the difference between domicile and residence, right? And we haven't helped in that we haven't created clear requirements to qualify for domicile. So, given that is the case, we're now embarking on a relationship with a US-facing attorney, immigration attorney, to help us craft regulation that's acceptable to the United States to clearly define what domicile means.
Okay, so now there should be another, like a clear path for the E2.
Yes, that's the intention.
Last question about the taxes. The Caribbean is known for being tax friendly. So could you please elaborate on that? What's the income tax, inheritance tax? What's the benefits that can someone have if becoming a Grenadian citizen?
Essentially, if you don't live in Grenada, even as a Grenadian citizen, you will not pay any taxes to Grenada.
Okay.
So there's no tax on global income.
Interesting.
There's no capital gains tax.
No.
And there's no inheritance tax.
Okay.
You will only pay tax on income earned in the country, businesses you cite in the country, but your global business will not attract Grenadian tax.
Excellent. Thank you very much for having us, and looking forward to have future files with the unit. Thank you very much. If you need more information about obtaining the Grenadian citizenship by investment, please contact Prime Team. Thank you very much.